Adila Muhammad. My background is in culinary, had a catering company in Atlanta for about 9 years. Born and raised in South Jersey. The history of our family is, I think it's my great-great-grandmother's father is half white, half black. He's half white because of the slave master raping my great-great-grandmother. So that started our lineage of that. I guess we're considered diasporans, right? We are a product of
the
Atlantic slave trade. We don't know where we're from. We never had a DNA, the ancestral DNA. My brother has, so I hear we have some of this, some of that, but we don't know where we're from. You know, we've lived our whole life kind of missing that, not knowing what culture, what heritage, what African background. We just knew we were a product of the earth, of Africa. We knew we were part of Africa. We know that we have African blood, African skin. For me, I don't care what part. You know, I don't care what country per se. I'm just happy to be back here.
Well, we're owners of Ikawa Cafe. Very interesting story. When my wife and I were in courtship and we were learning one another to see if we were a perfect match, we inquired of each other's passion and ambition, and her being a culinary artist, a chef, and myself being a very avid book reader, very studious, and a lover of coffee and moving in a direction of wanting to be a part of the coffee industry. The aim was to always establish a cafe where people can come, they can enjoy the companion of a cup of coffee, they can sit, they can read, they can just enjoy a third space aside from home and of work.
So for us, we just always wanted to just go back home, go where we belong, go where people want us to be. We spent a lot of time just fighting to be black in the States, just being who we are, trying to be accepted. And we just at one point just said, why do we keep doing this? Why? Let's try something new. Let's go home. Well, we researched countries that would, one, give us opportunities to build businesses, opportunities to own land, to own our housing here, to get citizenship, to the ease of business. And on top of that, we were looking for a country that had leadership that would welcome us, that were for the people and that the people love. And because we have both of our mothers here, we wanted a place that was safe, and a place that would be easy for them to retire with ease. And because of all those type of things, Rwanda ticked all the boxes. Rwanda is the cleanest country in the world. And that was important, very important. Looking at what we were researching, other countries didn't have that. Not just because Rwanda's clean or they have a cleaning system, but the people. That means the people care about where they are, who they are. They care about their country and how they handle it and present themselves to the world. And we really, really like that about them.
For me, it was more of expansion, meaning wanting to be able to explore life more fully, realizing that in the States there was a ceiling to that, not able to really fully and completely develop and grow mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially for that matter. And so understanding that there is a big old world out there that we can explore, that's in fact what we intended to do. We really don't know how we got Rwanda on the radar. We truly don't know. It just presented itself. And as we looked more into Rwanda, looked at the infrastructure, looked at the wonderful leadership, looked at the investment the leadership had in the people, looked at how the people respected the leadership, loved the leadership, it was solid for us. The security factor, investment the people put back into the country, the ownership of it. This is ours, there's a sense of pride. So that meant something to us. And so Rwanda became that place. Not one time did I feel like a stranger, because the people are so accepting, open, and welcoming. I feel like I'm home, literally at home. I feel safe. I feel that my family is safe. They know that I'm safe. We have our mothers here, they're safe. Our children are safe.
The people, the housing, the beauty of Rwanda. It's been an easy transition for me. I can actually get close to tears just looking at the beauty, realizing this is a blessing. Every day, and I didn't feel that way in the States. Of course, you're happy to be alive, but here, every day you're like, this is a blessing. And I can't believe, like, well, I wonder why we got a chance to do this. Why us? I'm happy.
For us, and I'm sure it might be the same here in Rwanda or other African countries, you know, the taste of the food it's an ingredient in every taste of food that is not necessarily listed in the recipe, and that's love or passion, right? So that's where the Black American experience comes in with the American cuisine portion of it. It is the love, it is the passion that I cannot claim because I can't cook. That's all. That's her and the wonderful team, you understand? It's traditional, okay, in the American sense, but the flavoring and the tasting has that just added soulfulness to it. But there's our positioning here as a cafe bistro. It is intended to be a fusion of the Black American experience with Rwandan culture, all the same. And so even though the core of the dishes might be more of American, but there will also be some Rwandan style fusion incorporated in it as well, because we don't want to have any exclusion of the Rwandan people and the culture of the Rwandan country, and so forth and so on.
Every country is different. For us, we needed that quiet peace of mind. We love beauty, we love art. To find out that there's a country that is really an artistic country. The youth love art, there's art everywhere. Just the scenery is art. Was so awesome for us. To find out there's a country where you can walk down the street any time of day or night and it's safe. That was important for us because we didn't have that at home. To find out that the security here is for the people is major. There's no corruption here. You don't get that in every country, but in Rwanda, you get that. So if those type of things is important to you, then you look for a country that can handle that. And we're not trying to ask anybody to come to Rwanda. We just want people to understand you have options. You don't have to be stuck in that one little bubble, that one little state in the US. We have options, and you can get to go somewhere where people actually want you to come. You know, we've been told that we want you to come here. We want you here. We want to build with you. We want to meet our people. And that was so, it sounds crazy, but for me that was romantic. It did something to my heart, like, wow. But I was confused, like, why? Why do you want us here? Why do y'all love us the way you do? Why do y'all like us? Because we didn't have that in the States. So if that's what people are looking for, Rwanda is the best choice. But at least research and find out what country would work for you and your family, and know you have options.
So that's important for us because we want to have that exchange of the Rwandan people and the expats that are here, that we can learn and give and take from one another. And that's the type of space that we want to have. But now that we open up a little more, so we're from more like 9 to 6 for right now. So we're just trying to follow and be in compliance with, you know, the measures that are put before us, making sure that our workers, they get in good, but get home, have an adequate time to get home to meet the measures. So
we've only been here 4 months. So people are watching us, seeing how we navigate. So there's a lot, they're coming in the next 2 months. that was coming over that we've been helping, finding them realtors, people buying land, even our own family that's been here. They're hooked. They left, they're coming back. We have friends that have came, they're coming back. So in the next 2 months, we can tell you who, but we're helping people now come over.
This was always the focus, but we have an Airbnb because, as mentioned, there's so many in our circle from the States that are looking toward Rwanda. And so we want to be of help. So if that's one portion of it that we can help, that they don't have to worry about when they come, they have a place where they can actually stay. We do deliveries, which has been our saving grace. They've been very supportive in calling in, putting their orders, and we have free delivery in-house. I know there are a lot of different delivery services, but we provide free in-house delivery.
For me, I like to do just crazy stuff. We've jumped waterfalls, hiking, canoeing, whitewater rafting, all kinds of crazy stuff. We love adventure. So Rwanda, even though we've been here underneath of lockdown time and under COVID restrictions, we haven't been able to get out and explore like we want to. But we can't wait to explore these volcanoes, these mountains, the gorillas, the monkeys. I'm so excited about the monkeys, the lakes, man, just the people, the villages, the everything. And this is our home now. This is our base. So we plan to, hopefully get citizenship here, raise our families here, retire here, and and die here. Mm-hmm. We're helping people come. We're helping people. Thank God. Every day we got inboxes, emails. How do we do this? How do we do that? Where do we stay? What's the best hotel for the COVID? How do they look over there? Every day we're answering those questions because people are ready for Rwanda.